Did we settle the roast beef thing? I guess.
You know what I don't like about it? Maybe I don't like if my food resembles an animal in any way. That's why I don't eat fish, because it looks still like the animal. Is that what it is? Like you see the bones fucking things in there?
He doesn't like the idea that there's a right or wrong way to eat roast beef.
And I don't like social interaction at a buffet. Like I don't want.
Like when they ask you what type
and people
of
acting
meat.
like professionals about ridiculous. I mean, these are guys that used to build dams. You know what I mean? Like these are the same people that would have built skyscrapers in the 30s. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like. I get uncomfortable when I'm talking to somebody. Okay, I am in a crisis mode. Like if somebody comes up to me after the show and don't do this, I'll give you Scotch flu. But so when someone comes up to me and says, "Hello, my name is so and so. It's nice to meet you." Like I'm barely hearing like 5% of that. Well, I'm just like, there's a person talking to me, and then I'm like, how do I? And that's the point, of course, when they're going, my name is Jonathan or whatever, so I'm never going to remember that name.
You turn into Al Pacino when they're doing it?
Because you got a great house.
What is it? Do you think it's because you don't want to let them down? No, I don't think.
No,
that's
I think it's. It's because
I'd like to retract that.
I'm not going to get maudlin about it, but I think my theory is that as a child, when my brain was developing, I think that those were the moments of crisis. I mean, for other people, probably moments of isolation were moments of crisis. I have a lot of memories about being left places and feeling a tremendous amount of relief. I remember
I got lost at the mall.
I would sorry, yeah.
It was lovely.
I was like hiding under a table at a daycare center at a bowling alley once, and they didn't know I was there, so they kind of wrapped everything up. I didn't like the other kids. I would just like find a cupboard and I'd just climb in it and I would just sit there. And I was not doing it to be melodramatic. I just like too much, man, with the people. Like girls would put crayons in your mouth and well, one girl did.
This is not a standard experience.
I don't want. I should. That guy. I don't want to be sexist. There was one girl put a crayon in my mouth.
That sounds horrible. That's like such a violation.
She was trying to do like a lipstick thing.
She liked you.
She probably liked me, but too much. And so like I think that my brain, while developing its circuitry, identifies those moments as like, it's just there's a lot of toll booths and things, and there's just a lot of shit to keep track of, and it's just like eye contact. For me is the mental equivalent of holding a microphone in front of a speaker. Like when I look somebody in the eye.
This has been such a perfect one for Aaron to come to. God, I wish he knew this.
You've seen Wall-E? Does Wall-E look like a perfect sort of like society to you?
Wall-E, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I'd like to be Wall-E.
Do you feel it's because there's something expected of you? I'm trying to narrow in. I
think that all humans fear excommunication, alienation. Right, I think that in those moments it's make or break. I think that if you're not good at sports and you're not gifted socially on the playground, I think it's at those moments when people are talking to you when you're at the most danger of getting kicked out of the monkey tree.
Right, of being exposed.
Who here actually likes going to parties? Like, at a certain point, that it becomes more worry than like, all right, I'm going to party tonight. It becomes like, oh, we're going to see them, or do what?
I think this was a line from Seinfeld once, but I remember, I've always felt this way. There's a line, not what you said, but what George said was something like, I've never been upset about a meeting being canceled or something like that.
Yeah.
I really feel that way.
Yeah.
There's no meeting that I wouldn't be happier if they have to move. And, I get to be put out. Ooh, I'm halfway to Burbank. Okay, no, you know what? I totally get it.
Yeah, if they're the one to do it, that's fucking paradise.
Oh, God, that's great.
paradise.
That is great.
I like going to parties. I'm sorry. I do like going.
Well, he's like Kumail was voted like sexiest Indian.
Party
what was
goer.
it? Sexiest
Indian
Slate
by my
magazine.
mother-in-law. which is worrying on a couple levels.
I found like my Scottish girlfriend Kate was saying like when you go to Scotland like don't be so gregarious. Don't introduce yourself. Like, I kept embarrassing her, like, "Hello, I'm Jeff." Like they don't fucking do it. Like apparently, but nobody was bummed out by it. But she's like they do it there. Like they don't. Like people don't just walk up and go, "How do you do?" Like they don't do that. So I kept getting teased for being like chatty and gregarious. But the thing is, like everybody was cool with it. But like I thought, like you would really like that, Dan. Like it's a culture where people like they tend to be a little more laconic and like.
Well, it's colder. You're covered up, right? There's all these things you do to kind of keep yourself away from people.
You're a very charming guy.
Well, I think I've always been very like good in a room and good in a crowd. But I think I also part of that. Hello, how do you do stuff? I also forget names because during that 5 minutes or that 5 seconds of meeting somebody, I'm not paying attention to somebody's name. I forget names all the fucking time. I did it in the green room just now. Like I'm terrible at it.
Mitch.
There's actually great.
He worked on Cheers, right?
Yeah. Okay. I was just reading a thing about how there's a great way to remember people's names. Like you can remember anybody's name. You have to care.
Yeah, see that's a bridge too far for me. It's a bridge too far.
It's a tough.
I do. I could draw somebody afterwards. I could remember everything they wore. It could be 2 years later. I could tell you the conversation verbatim. I don't know your fucking name.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common. Actually, I don't think that's so.
No, I'm not saying I'm special, but like I'm good at like chatting with people and being like convivial and stuff like that. But I think I also, and that's my way of keeping people like the Heisman Trophy kind of at arm's length. You know, like I hold on to West Deer and kind of press people
Could
away.
you stop talking about sports, please?
Yeah, it's my podcast.
I'll go through a party invite and look at the guest list, where you can see who's replied yes or no. And I will go through, and all the people that have replied yes, I will picture the conversation I will be having with that person. And if there's ever an awkward one, I'm like, I can't go to this party.
But also you feel like I just went.
Yeah. That was exhausting.
It saves gas. It saves money.
It's also, like your Netflix queue. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah. You've read the descriptions. Yeah. You never say goodbye at parties.
Never.
And so my mission became for a full couple months to catch you trying to leave.
Yeah, you would do it all the time.
And I would like call you out.
It's crazy that we have to say bye or
that's
hello.
Weird because
in general,
because if you say goodbye to everyone at the party, that's called being at the party twice.
Yes.
That's what you do when you get to the party.
Hi, hello.
You go say hi to everybody. If you have
that's
to say
what a party
to them,
is. It's just
then you're not
hi,
leaving. You'd have to go to each of them and say, "Well, I'm not leaving right
it's
now."
It's also so arrogant to be like.
Covered.
It's so arrogant to go up to someone and be like, "I am leaving," so you might want to consider.
I pick one person. I choose someone as emissary or ambassador. Like, hey, I'm leaving. If anybody asks, I fucking boned out. Like,
maybe like somebody.
Smart.
Yeah, if somebody's gonna see me dart out, but yeah.
Has someone left without saying bye, and you've gone like, they didn't say bye to me? That's
weird. A polite way of saying, I wonder if anybody ever said, "Where's Jeff?"
Well, this happened to me last week. Someone left, but they were at my house, and there were like only 2 people there, and I won't name who it is. And we were just like, did blank just leave? He just left while we were hanging out.
Less than like 4 people.
Chris McKenna on your writing staff. It'll be 4 people, and he'll just evaporate. Like he'll just fucking atomize.
He raised the Irish goodbye to masterpiece levels.
He has a black belt and fucking like just disappearing acts. Like we were mid conversation. He said he had to go to the bathroom, and he's like, you just hear like a car going. Like that's fucked up.
Go in the bathroom and just that trope from every movie.
If you can
There's
make
a window in here.
If you're 6'6" like he is, and you can stand in front of a table and go, "Good night, everybody," like, I say do that one. Don't just fucking crawl under the carpet and just like leave.
Our writer's assistant has a shotgun sound effect queued up on his computer. Literally anytime Mike Schur goes anywhere else, you hear he plays that sound effect. So we'll just be like, work on that. And then I'll go into his office and we'll just hear it. And it's funny every time.